Blog Talk Radio.
You know what? Hello, is this my... Hello? I'm hearing something making noise. It sounds like maybe I have 2 or 3 different radios. You know what? I apologize. Can I call it technical difficulties? I need to make sure that I'm online maybe about 15 minutes before the 11:30 hour. I just had such a thing going here and there. I had to restart the computer and do this and do this. You know, it's not operating fast enough. You know, sometimes when I'm downloading, sometimes it just go in right on with no problem. So for those who were calling in and trying to listen in, I am on a, you know, if you look on Blog Talk Radio, you see a little headphone set, like a little laptop. Well, I'm not on the laptop, but I am on little headphones like that on Blog Talk Radio. So the thing is, it's not a whole sophisticated line system and all that kind of stuff, but I am thankful for Skype. I am thankful for Blog Talk Radio, and I am thankful to be able, blessings, to provide the news for you today. As always, yay! Okay, so we overlook those things, and for those who may have called back or checking back periodically, this, that, or the other, again, thank you for waiting. Thank you for considering. If for those who probably was like, I'm about to hang up because here it is, she ain't on the air, it's like 20, 30 minutes later. I feel you. I know what you mean. I understand. Understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What I mean? Okay. Salubrious. Salubrious. Okay, you know what? I need to find a dentist, but I ain't gonna see. I'm kind of picky, especially with me getting a little older. The reason why is because, you know, I had one side of my mouth done a certain kind of way, and then now here it is, you know, the other side. And when I was traveling, I went to the dentist. I was trying to go to the dentist here. Anyway, I'm looking for a dentist. I can do crowns and bridges. I know, right? I'm trying to keep my smile pretty. Salubrious. Today is Saturday, June 7, 2014. Yay! Boon. B-O-O-N, blessings. My name is Irene Ratliff, Regal Street Meat Company. Street Meat Company is a nonprofit organization seeking partners and sponsorship such as a listening audience to help ameliorate goals that can improve our community. Listeners, you're able to call 646-564-9776. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and try to start the chat line. So let me see if I can start up the chat line for those who may be listening. You know, I'm always calling out. Call out. Shout out. Oh, I don't want somewhere else. But anyway, call out. My assumption is that I'm not going to really be doing a lot of conversing tonight because there's some other things I would like to do. So I'm going to just run the news of the day. Let me see. I'm promoting Street Meat. Let me see. For those of you who are on Twitter and all that kind of stuff, please. Normally I don't do. If you go on Twitter or Blog Talk Radio, it will let you know if I'm online. So you can go to your Twitter and you can go to your Facebook. Blog Talk Radio, I do have the links for that, Twitter and Facebook. The thing is that the reason why I don't have Twitter and Facebook on Street Meat is because my partner company or my partner association is with Meetup.com. Okay, so the Twitter, and I have a Twitter, but I'm not on Twitter. Or maybe I should try to be on Twitter. But the thing is that I guess I could build Twitter when Twitter is ready to be built. I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure if the communication is needed. Yes. So don't give me a pivot. Facebook, okay, so maybe I'll put Twitter on, I prefer it to be on Street Meat Company opposed to Irene Ratliff, because the thing is even though, I have Irene Ratliff, I prefer Street Meat Company. So I guess I'll change that information where it will read Street Meat Company, and so therefore I am looking to work with any of you guys on the Twitter line. Facebook, I ain't gonna fib to you. If I don't know you on Facebook, like we ain't collaborating, I don't want to. I ain't trying to add you, because Facebook really to me is kind of personal. Unless I did a Street Meat Company Facebook, then that's different. But I am on www.meetup.com for Street Meat Company. So I'm looking for people to join on meetup.com because it has the calendar. You can go on streetmeat.biz. It is a working website. So the thing is that I'm building. I'm trying to make certain things. This is why I need people to volunteer, or people who seem like they're interested in working with me, so that we can make sure we kind of make a professional, and we want to make the material look a certain kind of way. We want to be achievers in this area. But anyway, I want to say, so meetup.com, there's a calendar, blessings, and then alongside with the calendar, some events, we can accept payment. We are a crowdfunding community. So that information is there. The website, it provides information, but the other links, it goes straight there. I will go to the website. I heard that there was, and I also viewed that there was some kind of discrepancies. We don't want the website to look like that. So I'll try to fix it. No, not try, I'll fix it. Okay, blessings. We want people to be able to find and attain their information and where it doesn't look a certain kind of way. And I'm not quite sure why the link didn't follow through. But anyway, listeners, again, you can call 646-564-9776. We are on air up to 120 minutes daily, starting at 11:30 p.m. For some strange reason. That's odd. I ain't going to argue with you. But anyway. Say, give me the glory. Give us the glory. We. So we'll be. It's supposed to start at 11:30 p.m. every night, blessings. By the grace and goodness, we are training on Blog Talk Premium Package. And the reason why I use the word training, I haven't really been on the radio, so I'm not editing, I'm not doing any of this kind of stuff. And so this is why it's important, maybe even to upgrade, have somebody else listen to it and look at it, this, that, and the other. As soon as you talk on it, whoa, it's going straight there. That's good. Hey, don't give me the fibbing, and I don't want nobody. So that's a good thing. So anyway, this is why it's important to have other people listen in, and maybe even do their own recording so that we can have a backup of whatever is being recorded. So the thing is Blog Talk, even though it's there and even though it's independent, we really need to try to partner up with Blog Talk Radio too. So anyway, we are on their premium package. We would like to maintain the package, if not even upgrade, and of course that comes with callers. Okay, we are on Blog Talk. We're trying to reach out to other different people, and I guess here it is, all the typing and things, going here and going there, and trying to, hey, we need donations. Please visit our website at www.streetmeat.biz, B-I-Z, not com. Street Meat is the biz. Look at it like that. And our partner company, our partner link, make sure I reiterate it. Our partner link is www.meetup.com/streetmeat. Thank you. Street Meat Mingle will be on Sunday, July 6, 2014 at 2 p.m. Blessings at the Southwest Library. Hoping to see you there. We have the the Guzzo Sabas Harvest Feast table. And then here it is, after we have the meeting and collaborating, you know, we can try to get people assigned into certain things, meaning, you know, whether whatever committee they're interested in, interested as, interested as, anyway, they have a park area. If you have drums and dance, maybe we can create some cheer and keep up the momentum. You know, and this is like the first Sunday of every month that I'm at the Southwest Library. Now, I don't mind going to another person's library or somebody else's meeting hall, and especially if you're giving street meet companies a platform to converse. Okay, communicate what street meet is. I met this gentleman over the line. And he was like, oh, I have this and this and people, I'm this, this. Can you please, you have such a phenomenal energy about you. You know, I'm trying to call him on the phone. You know I don't want y'all on that phone like that, arguing about yourselves, looking like, and sounding like y'all looking. I do not. Anyway. I was just like, can you please find out who your local politicians are? You know, this is street meat, honey. Well, what's going on? Street meat. Now, I understand we got some kings or some queens out there. You know, I travel a little bit here and there, and don't get me misunderstood. I understand that here it is, some people like a particular lifestyle of, you know, hanging out and all that kind of stuff. We have some people who is in the religious sector, and you know, and when we look at the Amish people actually is a religious sector. Let's look at it, okay? Now I want to look at this, okay? Now I'm gonna let you know right now that Street Meat Company, a goal is to create community wealth, okay? And what do you mean by that, blessings? That means that when we look at true amelioration, blessings, that thing is there, or those ideas are there because we need people to do certain things, okay? That means we need people to study and do business research because those ideas are not just, okay, I'm going to open up a business. Those are actually corporation entities, meaning that we will need to construct certain things. So this guy, he called me and he said, listen, what's up, baby? I was like, baby, I ain't gonna fib to you. You supposed to see Street Meat Company? Are you calling me about something? You got something to say to me? Don't call me about my undies. You understand what I mean? Honey, I did that already. Okay? We've been there, done that. Just tell the truth. I mean, for some reason, I'm a female. We know how it is. Anyway, don't get me misunderstood. But going back to this, what we need is we need people who know how to do things. And that relationship with other people, when we talk about partnering up and, you know, seeking sponsorships and things like this, it is important that we're able to collaborate with entrepreneurs, that we're able to collaborate with people who may have education. And so the way I put it in the category is called KITE. Knowledge, intelligence, talent, and education. Now, I'm not going to argue with anybody if they do or do not have education. You have a lot of people who don't have a lot of education, right, but they're knowledgeable. Or that here it is, they may display some talent. Or they're just naturally intelligent. So I don't really focus on education, but education is required and needed, and we want it. You know what I mean? We want to be required in a sense when we start looking at people who may be, who may need certain teaching credentials, like that. When we look at some of these people, when you need, let's just put it like this, education matters when you need credentials. Is that good? Can I define that any good? That's good. That's grand. Period. Education is defined by credentials. Now, when we look, what do you mean by that? Well, when we look at lawyers, don't they need to pass the bar? Yes. Don't they need to maintain their status in terms of being a lawyer? Yes. Mean that they have to pay dues and fees. What about real estate agents? The same thing. So this is how we're going to define education. Educated people will be people who have to have the extended this, that, and the other certificates. And this, I mean, hold up. I ain't trying to add nobody else into that. But you know what I mean when I say what I mean. Okay, hold up. Media, sometimes that thing be, hold up. Why I have to double talk? But anyway. Wobble head. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm straight. Listen. But the guy, he called me. And listen, my thing is because I know I'm out there and the goal is for us to work together, for us to create not only profit sharing but community wealth. But if I feel like I want to live good and we know that we, breaking wine glasses here and there and cutting ribbons here and there, not only will I be eating, but other people will be feasting too. Let's call it like that. Feasting, enjoying the harvest. And that's really the reality of when you're dealing with entrepreneurs who want to achieve certain things. We have a substantial amount of people. When we look at one country to the next, we have to be in consideration of what that is. And what is that consideration? That consideration is that we are here, right? Okay, we have artists, we have this, we have that. So somebody was saying, well, hey, we need to open up. Man, we got so many artists. It makes me wonder if some of this art could be interchangeable, like if it's an interest somewhere else. So this is why when we consider our art, knowing that here it is, we are in a saturated area of art. What I have not seen is some art in some places where it needs to be played. But we don't need to open up a whole lot of art studios, okay? We do not need to do that, okay? So when we look at people who are artists, yes, we want to appreciate them, and yes, we want to acknowledge, and this is the point of this, is that we're here. That means that people need employment here. If we go somewhere else, guess what? The same thing. Somewhere else and somewhere else. So we have to be considerate in how we are able to create wealth. How do we prioritize where we do our business? And especially when we know that here it is, we are in the process of trying to cultivate and actually kind of, I guess what you call it, not only cultivate, but kind of consolidate a lot of these menus we got out there. Well, I mean, we got this one. Baby, it's just a goose saba for people who work in the community, period. What about our history? We got plenty of that. Most of the stuff that people are negative and they speak negative. Now, this is on street meat scope, okay? I don't know where somebody else or what else they got going on, but, our collaboration and our communication, okay, because I don't want us to be like we frictioning. No. Like I said, I'm just fairly new at coming out and speaking to people about Street Meat Company. Even though Street Meat has been existing over 10 years, don't get it twisted, okay? So you're over this period of time, it ain't like I haven't been communicating with other people about Street Meat. Okay. So anyway, Street Meat Mingle will be on Sunday, July 6, 2014 at 2 p.m. Southwest Library, and hoping to see you. They do have a park. We're looking for drums and dance, and we can create some cheer. I am in the community, meaning, the expression is, if I give you a business card, let me repeat it, okay? If I'm handing you a little flyer, I'm not necessarily looking for no sugar daddies, okay, or no sugar mama. But, well, hold on, maybe some sugar daddies too. But you know what I mean when I say what I mean? Okay. sugar and us being sweet to each other, yes. So I just want to make sure that I express that, unless, if it was a different way, that, but I already did that already. Okay. All right. There is so many things to do, and we value your support, and we encourage our listeners to get involved with their local associations, and that would be including your neighborhood club associations. Okay, know your politicians, join your libraries, read and research more often, locate the local law library, and build street-level laws pertaining to the citizens in our area, in your area. Join the park and recreation department. Yes, if you come right over here, we have exercising in the park area at Ben Hill from 11 to 12. Can I also state, hey, we do need to get out there and I'm calling out all this stuff, but I haven't yoga yet. But it is just a little bit, about 5-10 minutes of it. I did stretch today. But they have, let's start playing tennis. So anyway, I was at the Deja Vu thing today. I'm going to go into all that a little later. But they had a lot of tennis balls and things like that. I was like, I wonder if they playing tennis. Of course they are. I wonder where they're playing tennis at. So anyway, we have to support the Deja Vu with all them tennis racks they had going on. Because if we go to Melvin Drive, there is a tennis court, brand new. And we go over here to Ben Hill, they do have a tennis court, brand new. And of course there's basketball and all that stuff too. And I know that Ben Hill had changed the had changed the park area to T-ball. But Melvin Drive have a big baseball field for those who like to play baseball, okay? Yes, we need to keep the momentum of being involved in sports up, and it's just the truth. All right. Join the Park and Recreation Department. There's so many things to be involved in, have to know. And, of course, if we're involved, then that's good, that's great. But anyway, I wanted to say at Ben Hill, they have the racquetball area. So if you don't have a player, they do have this room along with exercising. And, of course, I need to be trying to pick up Adamsville Park, too, because they have the swimming pool for those who want to go swimming. Okay, I think it's like $100 for the year, and $4 each time you go. So it would be best to do the $100. So anyway, you have the racquetball, and so you can do that, too. I know. I rode the bike today, and I walked up some hills, and I walked fast up and down the street. And I noticed when I held in my stomach, it was a little flatter than it was maybe about 3 weeks ago. And then I went to a park today, and I went to Grant Park today. And wow, just to see people out there getting engaged in exercising. It's so good to smell a little sweat sometimes, and for our elders or people who feel like they're aging, honey, get out there and ride a bike. When I was traveling, and I saw all kind of folks riding bikes, all various ages. So age ain't nothing but a number, okay? Remember we used to have that, what was it? Not even Knievel, but it was another one. It was a Jenner or something. His man was like 80, 90 years old, still doing this, that, and the other. And yes, George Bush was flying out of the airplane at 80-something. Okay? He was like old, and yet he jumping out of planes. I was like, I know that's right. Keep it up. Keep up the momentum. Exercise. Anyway, hope those who have went to the Color Festival today had a good time. The Color Festival was today. Now, the thing is that if you can follow, if you didn't go today and you'd like to travel, please follow them on colorfestival.com. They go to different places. Now, the thing is that some people associate the Color Festival as their origination out of India. But we also do it in the West Indies. And I tell you, the God honest truth, we should embrace it almost everywhere. So that's why they travel here and there. And I'm not really sure. At a particular time, they do it, but this is something that you need to study. And then here it is, of course, and foremost of how, the information about it. Okay? But they also, like the Philippines, they actually have they have water day, blessings. And that right there is at the beginning of the year. And this whole big old thing, they have water balloons, they squirt water, they run around in t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. Yes, we should embrace that too. It's nothing, when you're talking about collaboration and bring forth, here it is, other culture or other traditions, it's a good thing. Because here it is, there's a reason why they're bringing in the new year that way. There's a reason why they want to bring forth the color festival that way. And so the thing is that we have to look at certain things and embrace them. Not everything, depending on what it is. But hey, there's this, especially if it's festive, whenever it's calling unity, that's what's up. We want to participate in what that unity is, especially when we're dealing with other traditions and I'm going to call it traditions, okay, instead of culture. So when we look at traditions, so I encourage us to embrace our traditions from around the world. All right? Okay. Okay, anyway, as I said before, I went to Grant Park. What? First of all, why didn't the MARTA bus driver who was riding down Memorial give me the wrong direction? He had me going the wrong way. Why didn't he tell me that here it is, he was driving down driving down Memorial to Boulevard, so I could walk down Boulevard and not be looking like a little sweating pig? I'm all sweating and everything, walking from King Memorial train station to Grant Park. Now, that's about a good 20, 30-minute walk. Now, if I was just, I guess, grazing here and there, that's what's up. Okay? But, anyway, I ain't gonna go here and there with that, but I was like, now, first of all, let me go back and read my notes. He driving the MARTA bus to Boulevard. He could have took me to Memorial and Boulevard. Hush. Okay. That was messed up. But where is the MARTA bus that used to ride to Grant Park? Grant Park is an attraction, okay? That means that here it is, out of all the rest of the parks, well, not all the rest of it, because you got Piedmont. But when we look at Grant Park is considered an attraction because considering Cyclorama and the zoo is in the same vicinity. Cyclorama and the zoo is in the same vicinity. MARTA? Huh? Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my phone. I'm sorry, not my phone. But I'm not... Okay, let me reiterate that. Not, the... Okay, as I mentioned before, I'm not really sure why the phone is going up and down with itself. Okay, so listen. Okay. So anyway, from King Center or whatever else, there should be a bus line that should operate on Boulevard. I have expressed to some locals and some riders, and of course, MARTA. Okay. But I wanted to say that here it is, as I was walking down the area, Oakland Cemetery. I was able to walk through the Oakland Cemetery. Oakland Cemetery, they have some interesting pieces in there. And I was just like, wow, if you if you're able to, this is the thing when you're traveling. And of course, this is the thing when you're living in your own neighborhood or your own community, is find out about these things. Where's your library? Oh, hold on. Where's your library? If you could do archival studies, that's good. But also your cemeteries. Okay. And then there was something else too. The museums. Go to the museums, okay? And when you go to the museums, the reason why is because most of these things, of course, there's history. Okay, hold on. There's just a lot of things going on. But anyway, I was able to walk through Oakland, Oakland Cemetery, and wow, that is amazing. Some of the buildings, they have like country structures, and of course they have the temple, whatever that is, the sphere. There's an appropriate name for that, but I don't know what that is. Anyway, I was just like, okay, I just kind of went to one area, and I guess the way that it went, 1, 2. Oh, okay, hold on, this way. Oh, okay. So it only provided me an opportunity to go on to the top right corner of the cemetery. So I just kind of walked in and walked out. But anyway, from Memorial to King, and it was good. So anyway, I came home. Well, actually, I was riding on the bus, and I wanted to see what kind of activities that they're actually doing in the community, because I heard that they were having the Greenbrier Come Unity Day, and I wanted to participate. And I also want to participate with the Fight the Blight Cleanup Initiative. But I went to Grant Park to find out more about, I guess, rehabilitating properties. But the thing is that the meeting was good. Don't get me misunderstood. It's just that it was really focused on the glee of preservation. So the interest in preservation, yes, it was ideal space to be. Okay, preservation, rehabilitation of historic areas. What is historic areas? So this is the team. What I found out was over there on Cascade and Fairburn, that Cascade and Fairburn, Utoy Springs, that actually belonged to the Utoy Battle Creek. Utoy Springs, Battle Creek, or something like that. So when we start getting to areas that actually have history, or there is some preservation, like West End, these things we want to be able to acknowledge and take heed and, try to take care of it and, appreciate it and this, that, and the other. Another thing I want to iterate with that is that when we look at West End Blessings and all those areas where we have warehouses, we are able to do things with that stuff. I have these people right here talking about Black Wall Street and Oklahoma. Honey, right from College Park all the way right, baby, honey, boom. What is the issue? I'm sorry, sometimes it just makes me wonder. What's the issue? Only thing this is the question. We really can collaborate and talk, okay? If there is a need for us to try to figure out what this thing is, then we can try to work things out. We have women out there and men who do have psychology majors, who are psychiatric, okay, who are counselors, okay? So here it is. Well, there's other things to be, I guess, considering to be concerned about. That's the truth. How about that? Can I just tell it like a TI is? Because right now we have to question what's really going on. Okay? So anyway, I wrote really. And when we look at things like this will go in the Kite Society. What I do want to say is I met this guy named Bob. I did go to Westgate to find out what kind of activities or what kind of shows that was going on and this, that, and the other. Not shows, but what kind of, the community day was over there. But anyway, I met this guy named Bob. He's from Gambia. So let me make sure I write Gambia on here. He's from Gambia. And I have a couple of friends from Gambia too, or associates from way back when. But anyway, I'm Gambia, a person from Africa. What I realized is that the disconnect of us calling ourselves African American, and here it is, the links or the relationships to some of the Africans, it's not as strong or as embraced as it can be. So anyway, I was talking to him and and he was explaining to me that he actually travels here and there. Then I was like, do you think we can start a cruise ship? Okay, a cruise line or something. A cruise line from the, I was talking about the Gulas. I may be saying, one way or the other. Gulas from South Carolina. The Geechees. Let me just say the Geechees. Because they are on, they're right there. If we could build a port there, that would be grand. That would be something good. We could build a little small port over there in that area and be able to do a cruise line. Because like, if you go to California, you have Long Beach. And you travel from there and you ride on Carnival. And I'm not really sure what other lines are there. But if we can learn how to do a small tugboat and be able to travel back and forth, that would be a good opportunity for not only the Gulas, but, in terms of tourism, but also for the Africans. Okay? So anyway, considering the Gulas, I don't know if we can get those connections going. But I was like, yeah, well, Bob, I mean, can we collaborate? I don't know, collaborating sounds something like something. You need to go somewhere else. So anyway, if we can communicate those things, that would be grand. Yeah, it sounds like something else. Anyway. South Carolina to Africa. We can make that happen. Go ahead and just do. We also need to have the shipping industry. We need to be able to own our own shipping yards. We have that, right? Okay, don't get me misunderstood. We got these people talking about, Marcus Garvey. Don't you know we had people achieve with great heights even during and after Marcus Garvey? Don't get me misunderstood. Marcus Garvey is the gentleman out in the assumption to follow, especially if you feel like we haven't achieved it. But if we have achieved it, what about the great legends living today? So this is why when we look at the Guzo Saba, there's Dr. Malana Karenga. And a lot of people use that format. It's not that he doesn't mention Marcus Garvey, because he do. Okay? But we're going to put all that together in regards to Strictly Company and just call it Nguzo Saba. Okay? Because it's not shunning the fact that here it is, the history of Marcus Garvey. But it's right now what we need to focus on is not so much that we don't have Garveyites or people out there who want to attain certain things, but for an example, I did in contact with Keisha Bottoms. Well, she's the council person over here in this area. Keisha, is it possible, Ms. Bottoms, is it possible that we can actually communicate aviation? We have the Charlie Brown Airport up here. Okay, so the thing is yes, we need to upgrade. Okay, yes, we do, and especially when it comes to education and this and that. We should already have had some small service airline industry where even if it was regional, to even something that was even bigger and grander. It doesn't matter. Okay, no. So the shipping, the airlines, all of that. Anyway, I jumped on the bike to participate with the local community day affair. Atlanta seniors to youth. I appreciate that. The reason why is because I really feel like our youth and our seniors should be together. For some time ago, I thought that maybe our seniors would be able to teach our youth. Okay? So that participation is good, but when you're looking at people who are in most senior homes, they ain't thinking about that. They want to know if I can get their nails painted, their hair done, get in on a little bit of the gossip blessings. They want, they want to, this is different things. Well, they want to have the little festive, we need to be taking a Guzo Saba and some dance over there to them. So I am definitely have an interest in our seniors and our children too. Blessings. It was sponsored by Deja Vu 2 and everything in the WACP TV. I was able to communicate with Brother Hassan. Brother Hassan, please edit that tape. I'm laughing. It's all good. I'm just teasing. I'm like, I had on a scarf. I'm riding my bicycle. I was just like, oh, excuse me. Let me reiterate that. I was riding my Huffy. Okay, what is his name? Nel Lusso. Okay, that's an Eddie Bauer. Anyway, moving right along. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. We can work on the Greenbrier Theater. Yes, we can. I'm like, Brother Hassan, what's really going on? We can work on that. You got a few people. Hey, this is why we have to talk to our community. Okay, because our community, they also have certain resources that they can help and contribute to that thing. And what's that thing? Our money. No, we should own that. We shouldn't be calling nobody else to call it and own it. Honey, the WACP and other partners, we will own that. So we need to work on it, okay? We do need to invest in our community and have the other people understand what that investment is. It is important, okay? So anyway, what do you mean? Well, I didn't know if I had mentioned that to them, but I do have an interest in ecosystems, okay? And I also have the ecosystems and development aspect of our business today. Anyway. We do need to collaborate with one another to get that purchased. Just like here it is, we need to be on that project with us lifting us. Okay, we can sit here and we can wait, but we do probably need to knock on some doors so that the community understand what's going on and how we want to invest in those things. But for us lifting us, the thought would have been that they would have been interested in some of the property over there at the Greenbrier Mall area. First, we need to find out if we can get that club that's over there on that Westgate area purchased. Now, if it's only going to be a few dollars, they're giving me numbers, but I'm like, well, some of them numbers I ain't going to fit to you. First, we have to figure out where we're going to go and purchase the property. Because building and construction is going to cost a lot more money than what they're advocating. Now, the thing is moving on from that, okay? All right. All right, so anyway, we do seek donations from our neighbors and make it happen. The movie theater blessings, along with an arcade, etc. All right, so I meet the ambassadors of WACPTV.NING, and I am thankful. I also like to travel here and there. I would like to be good. It would be good for us to do Nguzo Saba, juicing, exercise, yoga. So I was able to meet Miss Ambassador Zaza. I think it's Zaza. Wow, I didn't know you did a garden. Yay! This is the thing. Because here it is. I would prefer to buy some fruits and vegetables from the community. But the community is still the supermarkets that we have in our area. I am working on it, okay? So I did do some exercising today. And I also wanted to mention to the ambassadors, I like the leaves too. All right, going on from there. We can seek donations and sponsors from those in stardom for Ambassador Hassan. Yes. Yes. We can seek donations and sponsorships from those in stardom, meaning our entertainers, actors, musicians, etc. Most of these persons, sponsors, donate and to functional organizations and projects that are supportive to the community and the community well-being. Okay? When we look at, it is our business to communicate to those that we financially support our money to, okay, to make requests for their support. So we support them. It's a reciprocating thing. They should be more gleed at us wanting to improve or even focus on a particular project. A lot of these entities, their foundations, or they want to know how they can spend their money. It just haven't been appropriated. Where here it is, it was a true understanding of what it is that we can do to build, even on various tiers. We're gonna call them. We're gonna call these levels tiers, okay? I don't know. Let's keep it at levels. Anyway, we support them, and our assumption is likewise. As Beyonce's song says, upgrade you. Our business is the business of today. So, we can look at our stars and we know that they're doing a grand thing, but honey, let me explain to you. To have Tyler Perry, have his studio in this area, that's like a what? Yay! That's what's up. So yes, for real, I see, but we have people who actually are in business people. And this is why it is important to understand and know our entrepreneurs in our community. We do have the Opportunity Hub, which is on 200 Peachtree. Okay, we do have men who are out there doing certain things in terms of business, and yes, we want to collaborate with them too. Blessings. Now, I want to say the African and black thing that went somewhere else. We are Onyx people. What does it mean? We want to embrace our unity. We want to embrace our youth and elders. And the rhetoric of segregated separatism have made us using racism as a crutch. Now here it is. These people got us wanting to go back and forth. Honey, I'm an Onyx woman. And yet here it is. My children may be Onyx too. And don't have to break it down like they light-skinned and all that. I made them. They come from me. I am mama. The question is, raise the question. Why are we using African and black to do business? How do we see we? I am a swarthy female. My children are Onyx. We are sustenance. What is the problem? Okay, moving from there. When we talk, we must look at our words. What is working? What do we see? I will repeat this again, okay? African and black went somewhere else. We are Onyx people. What does it mean? We want to embrace our unity. We want to embrace our youth and elders. And the rhetoric of segregated separatism have made us use racism as a crutch. The question is, raise the question. Why are we using African or black to do business? Do we see we? I am a swarthy female. My children are Onyx. We are sustenance. What is the problem? When we look at our words, I'm sorry because this is going to get a little good there. When we talk, we must look at our words. What is working? What do we see? All right. We embrace those who know how to speak another language. Now, saying that in terms of, hey, positive and negative conversation, we have to understand that some words look just like it look. And we have to acknowledge what those things are so that here it is, we can heighten our vocabulary. But anyway, for those who speak another language, hey, that's good. We want to know you, especially when it's time to do business. especially when it's time to make links. The reason why are relationships. The reason why, because it is important for us to learn another language. Building bridges through languages. This will allow persons to embrace blessings and appreciate our traditions, because culture don't went somewhere else. If you know how to speak another language, please email me along with your major or along with your type. All right. As I said before, there will be I'm not going to really do a whole lot of talking, but I did want to embrace that today. I don't know. Oh, I wanted to say something about family really quick. Today, my daughter had a function. My daughter did not tell me about the function. Her auntie calls me and sends me some pictures. Now, hold on. Let me start over. My daughter was getting ready today to go to a function that she said she asked me to iron her cap and gown. I ironed it. I asked her where she was going. She didn't want to tell me. But I think somewhere in the conversation she was going to the church because they were doing something. That meant, I tell you the God honest truth, that's probably even a lot more information than what she was providing to me. Make the long story what it is. Communication. Blessings. It is proper for us to have links. Not links. Links to somewhere else. But for us to actually have face-to-face communication and understanding what that is. So anyway, her auntie was going to ask me. I'm just going to read some of these texts. Because I was just like, I don't know what she want to come back to me for, come back and forth. I was just like, oh, okay, the way she talking to me, it just seemed like it didn't went somewhere else. Anyway. And so anyway, she sent me these pictures and said, sure we want. She's like shaking her head. Hold on, let me get to this right here. She was like, she's like, oh, this is an event for the graduates. Oh, we wanted to attend, blase, blase. Support it and tell us my daughter's name. She didn't let us know where she was going. Her sister, she left at home. She went somewhere, and then I'm like, well, I didn't know. Okay, well, here it is. Can you pick us up? Oh, well, here it is. The service ends at this time, but she didn't come here till 9 o'clock. Oh, well, here it is. And she's going to ask me. She's like, well, honey, there must be some problems, some issues, and what is the communication? Sounds like y'all need to have a conversation, work out some issues. I was like, huh? Multi-conversation? Huh? Irene, picking up support, or Irene, reminding you of the event, or Irene, are you attending the event? That right there is how we should communicate, adult to adult. If you know you're going to pick up the baby and you know that there's something else going on because here it is, you put it in your calendar because this is just part of your thing you've been doing for a couple of years, hey, it would be ideal if you communicated those things. So knowing how to communicate with your family, communication is key. The reason why it is KEY is because it downsizes on what we may hear through media, through here it is, voices, I mean, really, meaning other people and gossip. Sometimes it is almost ideal to have the conversation directly with the person that you're trying to communicate with. And, well, there are many people who may have websites, people who may send out their material, just like we have streetmeat.biz, just like we have meetup.com, /meet. The point of the conversation is that if we don't have the family union within our own home communications, imagine what that may look like in the community. Huh? All right. The thing is that we want to communicate and be effective in the communication, not in a negative sense, stench. But what we do want to be able to do is have communication where here it is, information is provided on accuracy. And for some people who talk a lot, it is almost best to write those things down. Okay? It's just the truth. Anyway, thanks for joining Street Meet, The Point, listening audience, and I hope to have your support. Oh, yeah. In terms of support. Um, um, you. I went on, they have unityforpower.org. They're doing their Unity Council elections, and there's like nominations are needed, and they have the actually they have the elections set for September 13th, and hey, so we got to get this thing in before next month. But they have a citywide Unity Council, blessings, and the thing is I would like to sit on the seat. So I'm looking for support from the community, um, because sometimes when you're working and you're doing certain things, what is required is that some people, want to see how you're functioning. And hey, the best way to do that is actually to be involved and be a part of certain things so that we can collaborate and know each other. That right there is ideal. Hey, I am interested in the Unity Council elections. I am seeking your nomination. And I think you're able to go on www.unityforpower.org, okay, and do your nominations. My name is Irene Ratliff, IreneRatliff, and my website is www.streetmeet.biz, and our partner connection is meetup.com street dash meet or backstreet dash meet. Okay? All right. We do accept donations, crowdfunding support, and your participation. Everyone is valuable in your participation to help yourself, your family, your community, local, state, region, and federal and global community relies on the many people that contribute to it being an effective structure. Thanks again. Please visit www.streetmeet.biz and our Connect partner, www.meetup.com/meet. Have a good night.